So, AG tipped off Dwight about the safe house. And if what he said is true, he's also got ties to Ebina. I have that right.
Yeah.
Then if he knows Dwight, I imagine he knows Bryce by way of association. That means it's AG, Bryce of Polycana, and Ebina of the Seiryu clan. All of them working against us.
How could I let this happen? Everything. It's all my fault. H-chan made a fool of me.
We're dealing with someone who put himself in a wheelchair because he dug up your history with Masato Arakawa. I doubt many people could see through something so devious. So don't put this all on yourself.
Yeah, but Hanawa-san and Wong still died. Akane-san got hurt. Lonnie's still gone. And now we're looking for her all over again.
I know it's a bad situation. We're at rock bottom, and it can't get much worse. But listen, Kasuga. That's all the more reason to keep your head up. Guys like us, all we can do is swallow the pain and push forward. Chitose, I still don't have the full story. You said Aja was blackmailing you? What did you mean?
I wish I could tell you, but now's hardly the time. The police could be here any minute, and I'd rather be long gone.
That said, I do need to get something off my chest. Kiryu-san. Ichiban.
Yeah?
You've heard of the Tatara channel, yeah? The one that put false accusations on Ichiban and the party, and outed Kiryu-san's existence to the world?
What about it?
The VTuber running the show, Hisoka Tatara. Well, that was me.
What?
I'll demonstrate.
What's up, people? Tatara channel coming at ya. Ready for another mind-blowing revelation? Cause here it is. The Dragon of Dojima's been spotted in Hawaii.
That voice.
Chi-chan, you're her?
Yeah. And it was Eiji who pointed me at you. You wrote the script, I did the song and dance. Now you know the truth.
I'd say that's pretty damning evidence. Still, I wouldn't have guessed it was Eiji behind all that.
It's just like you said earlier. Eiji's been working with Ebina from the start. Everything he does is under Ebina's orders.
Speaking of, Ebina's starting some kind of garbage storing business with Polycana.
Yeah, I heard it from the man himself. Now I know which parts he left out.
Well, they've all been chasing Akane-san because she's sheltering Lonnie. Apparently, they thought sending Ichiban to Hawaii would help lure them out. And to see that through, Eiji's been keeping tabs on him from the moment they met on the plane. As for me, I was just another pawn in their game.
Chi-chan.
So it's confirmed then. We're up against Bryce, Ebina, and Eiji in the end. Not to mention Sawashiro.
The captain?
Yeah. When Tatara and Ebina outed me, it was right there with them on video.
It's true, Ichiban. You put us through some major shit over here.
No, hang on a sec. You really think that's right?
What do you mean?
I know this might sound crazy, but... Guys, I don't think the captain would put Akane-san in danger.
Huh? Ichiban, you realize who you're talking about? He'll do anything and everything to get ahead, or save his own skin. For instance, wasn't he gonna kill Akane-san just to hide his dirty secret from his boss?
But he held back. Also, it was for the young master. To give his son a better life.
And now that he's lost everything, all he's got left is making good on his debt to Arakawa-san. Think about it. Why else would he let himself get locked up for a murder he didn't commit? There's no way he'd leave Akane-san to the wolves. Not after all this.
You're that sold, huh?
Hurry it up, Ichiban. We need to go, now!
Kiryu-san, when the captain asked me to go to Hawaii, he bowed to me. I know him. Bowing his head to me, of all people, can't be just an act. That's one thing he'd never do. Me meeting Akane-san would help the captain bury one of his last regrets. That has to be why he sent me.
And Sawashiro, you really think Ebina hasn't looped him in on his real plan?
I do.
If that's true, then he might not be on Ebina's team after all.
Kiryu-san, could you talk to the captain for me? Right now, I need to go after Lonnie. If we don't act fast, she might be gone forever.
All right. We'll take this from separate angles.
If anything changes, I'll contact you right away.
Guess we've got ourselves a date with Sawashiro. Anyone lower on the totem pole won't be worth the trouble.
So, storming Seiryu HQ's on hold then?
Yeah. But first things first, we need a way to contact Sawashiro. Hey, you heard that, right? You know how to get a hold of him.
Like I'd tell you! Ha! Over my dead body!
If I were you, I'd choose my words more carefully.
Don't waste your breath on this asshole. Hey, Sawashiro may be elusive, but he's still in my town. You think I wouldn't already have his number?
You were quick, Sunny. Something wrong, Psycho?
It's just, didn't this AG guy completely pull the wool over Ichiban's eyes?
Yeah.
And now Ichiban's saying Sawashiro, of all people's, reformed. What makes him so sure? If you told me he was working for Ebina, I'd buy it. Yet somehow you believe him, don't you?
Maybe he sees something we don't. After all, isn't that one of his strengths?
How do I respond to that? That's cheating.
Well, whoever's side he's on, Sawashiro's still a key figure in all this.
True enough.
Okay then, let's get moving.
Right. When push comes to shove, you gotta keep your head up.
Kiryu-san.
Okay.
Hello?
It's Date, Kiryu. You remember the place I brought you to the other night?
Yeah, I think so.
Come by when you're free. I'm drinking all alone at the bar.
Okay. But pace yourself till I get there.
Don't keep me waiting too long then. Might overdo it.
いらっしゃい。ありがとう。 いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうご。
I think there's something over there.
Should I open it? It opened. Should I open it? Nice.
So, let's catch up. For the record, Taichi's safely back in Okinawa by now. Saw him off at the airport personally. Bought him enough tchotchkes to fill a duffel bag. That cabaret fight shouldn't sour his memories of the city.
Good. Taichi's lucky to have you looking out. Thank you, Date-san.
Hang on. Too early to start thanking me. We need to talk about what's next.
Hmm?
Come on. Taichi's far from the only one you've shut out. You've been dead to the world how many years?
That's what I'm supposed to be. Dead men don't keep in touch. The Daidoji faction made that clear. They only back me as long as I stick to the shadows.
Then what happens now? There's video evidence of Kazuma Kiryu still walking the earth. Force majeure, as the French call it, out of our hands. Daidoji say anything about that yet?
No, nothing so far.
As I thought, they're not omnipotent anyway. Not half as much as they were.
What are you trying to say, Date-san?
Only that the way I see it, the Daidoji faction has reason to loosen your leash a bit. If circumstances align for a near miss or two with old friends, they'll likely be too occupied to care.
Maybe. But you're forgetting. I keep my promises, whether I'm forced to or not.
Oh, I'm well aware. But seeing Taichi didn't make you break your word, did it? You keep your distance, they never know you're there. I'm sure the Daidoji won't raise a stink.
And if I were one of them, I'd be none too happy.
Bloody hell. Does that backbone of yours ever bend? How about this, then? You know what Kamurocho's like these days. With the Tojo and Omi put to pasture, the yakuza are just a memory. Petty criminals filled that gap. Better or worse, they're too insignificant to pin down. Cops have nothing to hold on to with them.
I get it. So what?
Some Kamurocho folk think it's worse than ever. Reminds me, Akiyama's gone quiet lately.
Akiyama? You can't find him? Date-san, when was the last time you two spoke?
Just after the dissolution, I suppose. He caught when Kazuma Kiryu might have had a hand in it. Akiyama went hunting for anything he could find, but came back with nothing more than rumors. He rang me up late one night during his investigations. I've tried calling him since, but there's never an answer. He might have finally left town.
What? So he just disappeared? Do you even know if he's alive?
The thought occurred to me, so I've kept a watch going. If he shows up, the police will know. Are you worried? He's just one of plenty you've turned your back to, after all.
Akiyama will be just fine. He's gone up against worse than this before.
Honestly, you're probably right. Leave him aside for now, then. We both know, regardless of all that, Akiyama's not your only concern.
Tell me what you want from me, Date-san.
I thought I'd been clear. This whole bucket kick list of yours is an opportunity. You and the Daidoji can stay honest with each other while we get you some closure on things. Leave everything to me. Akiyama, too. I'll dig him up somehow.
Date-san.
Who else out there do you need to see? Think. Kamurocho's got a lot of faces. You spent practically half your life on those streets.
The people who meant the most to me are dead. Kazuma-san, Yumi, even Nishiki. I still visit their graves. In fact, I was just there recently. To say I'll be with them soon.
God's sake. All right, let's focus on the ones who are still above ground. Because, like it or not, that includes you, for now. So who else,
How's that daughter of yours doing?
Huh? Saya? Oh, she's fine. She's married now. 3 kids.
She's... doesn't that mean you're a grandfather? I don't believe it. You never thought to tell me?
Because that's not what we're here to talk about, damn it. All right. Quit trying to distract me, would you? Take your time if you have to. Think of Kamurocho, okay? I know there's someone there.
Kamurocho locals that I knew. Well, I guess there's Kazuki and Yuya.
There you go. That's a great call, in fact. Kazuki and Yuya. They're doing well, last I checked. As you know, Stardust fell to the Korean Mafia some time back, but it's up and running again.
Is that so?
Yep, now that we have that settled, I only have to come up with a plan. Some way the Daidoji faction will write off as a coincidence, just in case. Like with Tai Chi, we need the perfect setting. Give me a bit of time.
Whatever you say. I'll go along with this because I trust you. Thanks, Date-san.
Stop it. This is something I want to do. There's no need for one word of appreciation.
Let's dig in.
Real meal. Tell ya, plenty of bars out there make great curry, but the stuff they make here's all time.
Yeah, it's got that deep curry flavor. You can tell it's been made with love.
Speaking of, one of my customers was telling me most golf clubs make a pretty good curry.
You know, I've heard that too. Curry is usually on the menu at most of them, and they differ depending on the area, so it's fun to compare.
Why do they even serve curry, though? Is it because everyone likes it?
I'm sure that's part of it, but the main reason seems to be that you can dish out curry fast and easy and avoid any long wait times.
I see. That makes sense.
You know, if the curry hits different at each club, then it's probably the same for all the bars. I say we make the rounds and crown ourselves a king.
Hang on. Do you have any idea how many bars there are around here?
A lot more than just this one, that's for sure. Thanks for buying.
That was great.
Certainly food.
Not bad.
Compliments to the
How the
chef.
hell did I eat so much?
Hello?
It's Dante, Kiryu. Could you come to the Harbor Light if you're free? We'll make for Kamurocho from there. Be sure that you're ready.
Understood. I'll come soon.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとう。
Good you're here, Kiryu. Ready? Round trip to Kamurocho and back? Have everything you need?
Yeah, let's go.
Straight over to Stardust. Kazuki and Yuya are both working there today. Hope you're prepared for this. We're giving that bucket list some weight to it. And there it is. Kamurocho's prevailing host club, Stardust.
Prevailing, huh? They've come a long way, I suppose.
Obviously, the Jingon occupation brought some drastic changes a while back. Now it's returned to its more traditional roots, so to speak. That Kazuki boy's always had a vision.
You're not kidding. That's not just traditional. It's downright nostalgic. Huh? Yuya.
Huh. Honestly, things never change. Right in the middle of the street.
Like I give a shit who you're with. The Tojo clan couldn't even get protection money from us. Get out of here. Don't come back again.
You're freaking dead! We're gonna ruin this joint!
That the best you got for me? Real Kamurocho natives sneeze better threats. Let me teach you. Never screw with the big boys.
Ah!
Hey, isn't that... Oh, my gosh! Kazuki-san! He's the coolest! And Yuya-san's here too! Oh, I'm ascending.
Nicely done, Yuya. You're as fearless as the day I met you.
Kazuki-san. I'll cover the outside. You worry about business on the inside.
You know how boring it is without you in there? Come. There's always more to do.
On it.
Wow! So chic! Stardust! I want to marry this place!
Seems as popular as ever, huh?
I suppose so. I appreciate you helping me get one last look at them.
Let's slow down. Hey, that was the owner just now, right? Hell of a show.
Hmm? Oh, yeah, wasn't it?
Those crooks were looking for protection money? Amazing how you all beat them back. And by the looks of it, business is booming for you boys.
Suppose so. We're, pretty old-fashioned as host clubs go. Our competitors like to say we're behind the times. But Kazuki-san's a great boss, and with him in charge again, we're all eager to work here. The fact that he still pulls in such young fans is especially motivating. Us young bloods have to keep up.
I'm glad to see people still admire Kazuki and Yuya.
That'll never change. They've always been a different breed. And Kamurocho fixtures for decades. Most people have forgotten by now that the Jingon Mafia took this place some time ago. They had money, weapons, people. Things got really rough for a bit.
Jingon used Stardust to launch their Kamurocho expansion. It was a smart play.
Oh, mister, you know your stuff. Have you heard the entire history behind it all? As to why the Jingon was targeting Kamurocho in the first place, I mean. You see, the Korean Mafia was beaten, badly, by Tojo Clan Yakuza back in the 80s. Meaning, no offense, you two look like you might have been around back then. Do you know about the Dragon of Dojima?
Yep, I've heard the name before at least.
I figured. No one who knows anything about Kamurocho wouldn't know Kazuma Kiryu, after all. Yeah, Kiryu-san was a legend who kicked the Jingon out almost single-handedly. Kazuki-san and Yuya, though, had the misfortune of being his friends. So, when the Jingon Mafia finally came back, they went straight for Stardust and Retribution. You could say Kazuki-san was just another victim of Kazuma Kiryu's legacy of violence.
Huh. Not exactly sure that's accurate. You know?
Don't you think? I gotta say, this city's story has always been about honest people paying for the underground sins. At least the Jingon are dead and buried now, anyway. Kiryu-san too, so I've been told. And with all of them gone, it fell to Kazuki-san to rebuild on his own. It kills me to think of him having to bow his head to every moneylender in town. If those criminals could hear me from hell, especially Kiryu, I'd have some words for him.
I see. Fair enough. I'd say you've got a point.
Hey!
Thanks for your time. Hope we didn't bother you.
No, of course not. No bother at all, sirs.
Hey, where are you going? This isn't what we came for. Kazuki and Yuya are coming to Serena in a little while.
Don't tell me you invited them there.
I'm not saying you have to reveal yourself. It's just a chance to hear them, see how they're really doing.
No. I saw for myself they're doing well. And I've heard enough.
Oh, come on, don't say that. I promise you, whatever that toddler of a host said, Kazuki and Yuya don't agree with him. I've never heard them utter one word of resentment.
Even still,
Honestly, just come upstairs. What's a Kamurocho trip without revisiting this place anyway? Think of it as part of the tour. Ah, there you are. Good to see you, Kazuki, Yuya.
Likewise. Thank you for inviting us.
Not every day the legendary detective of Kamurocho asks you out for drinks.
Is that the kind of barefaced flattery Stardust customers get treated to, Yuya?
That wasn't flattery. Everyone knows I speak my mind, pure and simple.
All right, all right.
Hey, by the way, this place is empty. You didn't, reserve the whole bar for us, did you?
Not at all. This is the slow time of night. Always clears out around now.
Come on, Yuya. Don't be presumptuous.
Okay, Kazuki-san, but I bet you were thinking the same thing.
Here it is, trying to clear your name by muddying mine. I apologize for that, Date-san.
Oh, get this, Date-san. Know what happened earlier? Some small-timers actually came around for protection fees.
Yeah, I saw. Happened to be down the street during the confrontation. Well fought. Don't tell anyone I said that. Technically, I probably should have arrested you.
How are you always so up to date?
Rolling on Stardust's front door just now? Gotta say, it actually brought back memories.
Yeah? Of what sort?
Huh. Do you have to ask? I'm sure we're all thinking the same thing.
Yep. Dead to rights, yeah?
Come on, don't keep me in suspense.
Back in the day, Yuya would hurl Yakuza hither and yon from our doorway. Let's say for one, Kiryu-san, naturally.
I get it now. Of course he'd come to mind.
Hard to believe that was almost 20 years ago now.
Yeah, crazy. I can count on one hand the fights I've lost in my life, but I've never felt strength like his before or since. That first night, He looked just like any other mid-rank soldier come to squeeze us.
Huh. Little did you know you were picking a fight with the Dragon of Dojima.
Time never slows down, huh? Soon, Kiryu-san will have been dead for as long as I knew him when he was alive.
Yuya keeps a bottle on reserve just in case he ever shows up again someday. One of our most expensive bottles, in fact. Doesn't exactly help our bottom line.
Well, Yuya's not alone there. Sometimes I'm stunned he's been gone so long.
Bet everyone in this district who ever met the guy feels that, now and again.
Maybe. Still, he had a way of bringing trouble wherever he went, wouldn't you say? Stardust must have surely suffered over the years because of him, no? Your doorman has something of a grudge against him, in fact.
Can't in good faith deny that, I guess. Talk about someone the world just has it out for. There were times he'd waltz in, and you'd know a storm was coming. I don't know. Do you think Kiryu-san would forgive me if he heard me say that?
It's fine. If you're still carrying this with you, might as well let it out.
Okay. The thing is, no one ever took the brunt of it worse than Kiryu-san himself. When that man clenched his jaw and furrowed his eyes, all your doubts would disappear.
I'll never forget the first time we met. He was ready to overthrow the Tojo clan, all on his own. But then, he found a little girl worth 10 billion yen, and decided to protect her like she was his own blood. After that, Kiryu-san became an icon to the city. Anyone who knew him knew the courage he could instill. Every twist and turn, all our troubles and hard times felt bearable then.
Yeah, that's what Kiryu-san was to us. That's why it's so hard to believe he's gone for good.
Hey, Date-san.
Hmm?
Why tonight? Why invite both of us here all of a sudden? Did anything happen recently?
What do you mean?
I wonder. News of Kiryu-san, perhaps? A sighting, a rumor, a word? Some sliver of evidence somehow suggesting that his death was a feint?
Don't do this to yourselves. I'm sorry, but I called you because I felt like seeing some old friends.
I see. And that's all it is?
Come on. Can you blame us for hoping for something more?
You too.
Kazuki-san likes to say that Kiryu-san deserves to have us honor his legacy. That's why Stardust was worth all the scraping and clawing it took to get it back.
Yeah, that must have been difficult. But from the looks of it, Stardust has truly recovered. Kamurocho itself, even. Like the city's healing from Tenkaichi Street out.
For the first time in a long time, I think I'd be proud for him to visit us again. I'd like him to know that we're still standing. I suppose I understand Yuya and his bottle now.
It's all right. I have a feeling he's damn proud of the both of you. Believe me, there's not a doubt in my mind. I should apologize for dragging you all the way up there. I know you're busy.
You don't have to do that. I appreciate all the work it took.
Kazuki and Yuya, well, feel free to tell me I was right. Those two have always looked up to you. Maybe Kamurocho can become a little bit better if its people don't forget the man who fought for it. How was it hearing all that?
It was good. I felt happy. Like listening in on your own funeral, though.
Yeah, that's understandable, I suppose. Although, what better way to find perspective on the life you've led than that? No one expects they're the poor bastard everyone will say good riddance over. Except maybe you. You think you only ever put people in danger. I'm gonna prove to you you're wrong. I'm working on another clandestine reunion. Stay in touch until then.
Thanks for the drink. See you again soon.
Good night, Kiryu. Do your best to hold on to what they said.
Let's dig in. You can never go wrong with chilled tomatoes. Simple and delicious.
Right? And if you think these are good, I know where we can get some even better ones.
Oh? Where's that?
Why, that'd be none other than my very own garden.
Oh, right. You said Adachi-san was teaching you how to garden. So you grow tomatoes?
Yeah. Homegrown's always the best, isn't it? You should have seen my war with the crows.
A war with crows? Don't tell me you solved it with your fists.
Come on, what do you take me for? I hung up CDs and stuff. The movement and the flashing freaks the little bastards out.
Does that sort of thing really work?
Actually, not at all. At least not for me. In fact, it seemed to encourage him.
Jeez. So what'd you do about it?
I tried a bunch of things. But what really sent them packing was wrenching the curtains open and glaring at him.
You just stared at the birds?
Yeah. Just opened the curtains and stared. In stone-cold silence.
Yikes. Ooh, how creepy. I'd stop coming around too if I were a crow.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I'll do anything for my delicious tomatoes.
Well, if I ever find myself battling crows in my own garden, I know who to call.
Right on. Just say the word.
I bet if home improvement store sold posters of Namba glaring, that'd sell like hotcakes.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
was certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
Good stuff.
Delicious.
It's
That
got
was one
flavor.
sexy dish.
The drinks got me.
I see you got here quick. Should have known you two would hustle.
Yeah, what took you?
Hey, Zhao! Jungi-han!
How are you? It's been so long.
Indeed. I see you two are as lively as ever.
Well, hello there. Taichi Suzuki-san.
I've seen you two around.
He used to lead the Yokohama Liumang. And I'm sure you remember Jungi-han.
Sunny filled me in on the details, including those about your condition.
Did she? Guess that saves us some time. Who are they?
Some local detectives. I call them up every now and again to keep me informed on Ijincho's latest and greatest. They're still in the trial phase, of course.
Huh. On that note, looks like your detective doesn't recognize our man Kiryu-san.
Well, ignorance is bliss, as they say.
So that's what's up. Sawashiro's a hard man to read, I'll admit. Depending on how deep he's in with Ebina, we may want to rethink our approach.
The Seiryu clan's been similarly hard to read after Takabe, their next chairman, went to prison. But hearing this puts a lot into perspective.
Yeah? How so?
It goes back to Takabe's arrest. He was suspected of handing his men illegal firearms. Apparently there was a rat, and now it's smelling more and more like Ebina.
Why?
I heard a Seiryu clan informant leaked the details that led to Takabe's arrest. Now, if Ebina was truly after a second great dissolution, he wouldn't need his superior out of the picture. So at the time, we never pinned him as the traitor. However, if the dissolution is merely a ruse, and his true goal was to take the reins of the Seiryu clan, then it's all but certain that Takabe's arrest is his doing.
Is it possible he wanted to split up the yakuza, but then change his mind after swearing up himself?
Or maybe he joined the Seiryu clan intending to take over from the start. And to do that, he even sacrificed his career with the police.
Why do all that, though?
That's what I'd like to know.
Actually, if Sawashiro's always sticking around Ebina, I bet he'd have some clue.
Yeah. Assuming he's not on board with Ebina's plans like Kasuga says.
Well, Sunny already knows how to contact the guy. Let's just dial him up and see if he'll talk. Long as Ebina's not breathing down his neck.
What's up?
Sawashiro speaking.
It's Kiryu. We need to talk.
Kiryu-san.
Where are you right now? Your boss there with you?
Before we get lost in the weeds, care to tell me what this is about?
I just want to have a conversation. Somewhere Ebina isn't around.
Well, that's unfortunate. Now, things are rather busy on my end. As you may be aware, I've got my hands full training our men for Hawaii.
You're nothing but a talking head to those men. And your hands are full doing what exactly? Wiping Ebina's ass?
Cute. If it was Ichi who said that, I'd have slit his throat right now.
Then maybe you should say that to my face. Or are you too much of a coward?
I'm at the Seiryu clan warehouse at the docks. Nanba should know how to get there.
I trust Ebina won't be there listening?
No. But it won't be a private meeting. We've got men posted up at every corner. And I doubt they'll appreciate intruders, so don't go expecting a warm welcome.
Fair enough.
Well, if you're that dead set on it, I won't bother talking you down. Best of luck.
So, how should we take that exactly? If we go see Sawashiro, we'll be facing down enemies left and right.
Yep, sure sounded like it.
If you ask me, I think Sawashiro wanted to meet us.
Yeah?
Just think about it. If he wasn't interested, he never would have given his location or the warning at the end. In fact, it's almost like he was sending an SOS.
Wait a sec. So does this mean he's actually on our side?
Well, hell, let's get our asses over to him then.
However, there's a chance we're playing right into his hand. Meaning once we set foot into that warehouse, we'll have to go through hordes of yakuza only to find Ebina waiting.
Then how do we know whether Sawashiro's lying or not?
Only way to know for sure is to pay him a visit.
As risky as it sounds, I guess we don't have much choice.
Guess not.
Okay, then why don't I lend you a hand?
Huh?
Huh? What? I'm not invited?
No, we could use your help, if it's all right.
You think I'd rather chill here and let Sunhee hog all the fun?
No, but think about it. If you two make a big scene, it could disturb what little piece hangs in the balance.
That's why we have you to keep the scales from tipping.
You make it sound so simple.
I won't deny that we could use an extra ally. But given your position, won't it cause problems for you to start a fight with the Seiryu clan?
Hey, there are problems in Ijincho as it is. And we've got the Seiryu themselves to thank. And it's them who started this shit. So I say, we shove some back in their faces. Besides, if I let my position hold me back, what kind of lame-ass friend would I be? That isn't stopping you, right? Whoops. May have spoken out of turn there.
No, I think I'm the one who's guilty of that. Forgive me. I take it you're on board?
Huh, I suppose. I won't welcome him with open arms or anything, but maybe a pat on the head will do.
Sheesh. What do I gotta do to get on your good side? It's all good. Let's get out there and kick some ass together.
Hell yeah! Zhao's back to spice up the party.
At this point, we're basically unstoppable, right?
Must be nice, having all the fun to yourselves.
Ah.
Got it. Namba, can you still do the back hip circle?
Huh? Why are you calling me out?
Just looking at the high bars. They say you can't do it after a certain age.
I can still do it. The giant swing, too.
You're a freak of nature, though. You belong in an acrobatics troupe.
I could still do it too. I'm pretty good at gymnastics.
Really? Can we get a demonstration?
Definitely not in this skirt.
What's this? Do I detect a harassment case?
What? No, I was just curious if she could.
I'm kidding. Just an old habit from managing personnel.
Is that what you call it?
Times we live in. It's best to consider your words before you speak.
Anyway, Namba, you never answered. Can you still back hip circle?
I don't know. Maybe I'll come back to the park alone at night and see.
Then you just get carted away for being a weirdo.
Oh, this world's completely inhospitable.
Yo, these frames are sweet.
How are they any different from the ones you already have?
The difference is slight. But yeah, they are the same style. I guess I like to stick to a type. I've got around 20 pairs of these same glasses back home.
You go all in, don't you? But I understand why you'd stick with what's familiar.
Right? I knew you'd get me.
Things are going well. Hello?
Dante here, Kiryu. If you have time, come to Harbor Light, will you?
Sure, understood. I'll be there.
You're shitting me.
Something up?
There's this wok, made by a famous craftsman that just got released today. I wanted to try it out, so I was really gunning for it. There were limited quantities, and they have all been snatched up already. Damn it.
Guess it was in high demand.
Well, yeah, they're popular. I bet it's only sold out because of scalpers.
Scalpers?
Yeah. They buy up all the good shit, then list it for auction at sky-high prices.
I see. So they're opportunists.
Bastards aren't even gonna use what they bought. It really pisses me off. If I ever find one in person, I'm gonna deep fry their ass.
Not sure anyone wants that on the menu. All right.
You know, I've gotten really into green tea lately.
I enjoy a good cup of tea. And I notice a lot of desserts are green tea flavor these days.
Right? But I'm in it for the process, not so much the flavor. Somehow, I just love making it.
That's a pretty refined hobby.
Sure, it was tough starting out. My tea would be all icky and lumpy like snot. Now I make a mean cup of matcha. Creamy, foamy goodness. You see, initially I just wanted something to go with my tea cakes. But these days, all I really care about is the arts of tea and honing my brewing technique.
Sounds like the journey replaced the destination. But isn't that how it goes? Things are going well. Huh, I think I see something. Should I open it? It opened.
Well, let's get started.
Are you done with
I'm on a roll. Let's go. Try to block this. You asked for it.
Gotta stop the bleeding. There's no way to fight. Nothing personal. Good whiskey.
No begging for mercy now.
Wanna play, do we?
Let's see. Have fun with this.
Are you done with all the fun and games yet? Let's raise hell! Out of my way!
Thanks.
You're going to regret this.
In for the kill!
You asked for it. This'll be fun.
You want some?
Gotta stop the bleeding. Sorry to drag my feet.
You wanna fight?
You think you can win? Who wants to go?
You're ready for the knockout. You ain't going nowhere.
Watch this. Hope this hurts. What the?
Time to shine!
You want some?
You're going down!
I'm on a roll. Let's go. Try to block this.
Who wants to go?
Stay out.
Steve, there's no way to fight.
You wanna fight?
Nothing personal. You ain't going nowhere.
You're weak. Oh, it's unwinnable. This is the worst.
Something wrong?
You want some?
You think you can win? Who wants to go?
Have fun with this.
Let's raise hell!
I'll take one.
Out of my way!
This will be tough.
Let's do it.
In for the kill!
This what you like?
All good. All good. Follow my lead.
Just gonna stand there? Are you done
Wanna
with all the
play,
fun and
do we?
games yet?
Wanna fight?
You're weak. Ready for the knockout?
Who wants to go?
Good whiskey. Something wrong?
You want some?
It's time.
I feel so heavy.
Get serious.
Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
Here.
Thanks. Gotta pack some stuff. Gotta do something about this.
Still not out yet.
Yeah?
Might as well.
This will be tough.
Oh, that's a lot of blood. This is the worst.
Who wants to go?
What?
Hey, here's a follow-up.
調子が戻ったぜ。これだ。
Gotta stop and drag my feet.
Let's see.
Now then.
Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
You wanna fight? こっち見ろ。
Think I've got a pain in the ass.
Let's do it. I haven't warmed up yet.
Learning more every day.
Moving up in the world.
Sweet!
Good warm-up.
Hey, don't go so fast.
Please.
Maybe it's time I change styles.
I don't know about this. This isn't bad. Just find something presentable.
How are you meant to choose? Maybe this is right. Maybe it's time I change styles.
bringing it back. Now's the time. Ooh, this drip. Hard to improve on perfection.
Let's give this a try. How's this? How are you meant to choose?
Fine. Charming Hasaku face?
What are you muttering to your phone about?
Oh, it's a crossword app. Forgot the deadline for the sweepstakes was coming up.
First magazines and newspapers. Now there are crossword apps?
They're pretty fun. Educational, too. Oh, gotta be ramen.
What's the prize if you win?
Let's see, a year's supply of bean sprouts.
I doubt those sprouts could last a whole year.
Yeah, no way. So if I win, I'll have to hold a bean sprout bonanza at my restaurant. And I'm sure I can rely on old Kiryu-san to help finish him off.
They have given away something more useless. All right. Should I open it? Nice.
Checkup for my dentist.
It's good to get that done regularly.
No matter how strong you are, you can't beat a cavity in a fight.
Not an opponent you can outmuscle, that's for sure.
Ugh, I hate the dentist. Just hearing that drill puts me in a bad mood.
It can be stressful, I'll give you that.
You know what I need? A dentist that blasts punk rock during the appointment. Loud enough to drown out that awful drill sound.
Just a noisy dentist, then? It wouldn't affect the pain you feel.
It wouldn't.
Well, it was an interesting idea.
If you had no cavities, they wouldn't drill. All the more reason to get your checkup.
Can't argue with that.
Convenience store employees have so much crap to do. Seems like hard work.
Besides manning the register, they've got to process utility bills, issue show tickets.
The more services the store offers, the more skills the workers need. If I were in their position, I bet I'd be really grateful for self-checkout.
Yeah, that probably lightens the workload a bit.
I had to ask an employee for help when I tried to use the self-checkout.
Oh, me too. Those things are tricky.
I suppose a customer needs new skills as well.
You ever notice, Kiryu-san, how much swag these kids' manga magazines have nowadays?
Swag?
Little bonuses, man. Microscopes, mini planetariums. Some even come with a claw machine.
Really? You can get all that in a magazine?
That's right. You build the gadgets yourself, and they're typically well designed.
Huh. That's new. When I was a kid, all we got were playing cards. Am I to take it you still read manga?
Nah. One of my regulars brought his kid in, and I noticed the little guy crafting stuff. And before I knew it, I was sitting there helping him out while the dad was munching away.
What a nice family atmosphere. Things are going well.
Might be time to buy some new threads. You mind making a stop if I see a nice place?
Not at all. You have a particular brand in mind?
It's not that I don't, but I tend to go for whatever randomly piques my interest. Kinda why I can't stand shopping online.
True. Ordering online can be a crapshoot.
Yeah, exactly. I suck at it. I always end up with stuff that's not quite what I imagined. And returns are a hassle, so I'd usually give the clothes to my men.
Free clothes to sweeten the deal. Not bad, considering your fashion sense.
Not bad at all, right? Talk about employee benefits.
That's one way to put it. All right. Found it. Picture perfect.
Hey, check it out. A four-leaf clover.
Oh, nice find. Are you gonna hang on to it?
It's a nice thought. But I'll pass. Life's been good to me these days. Hanging out with pals, running my own restaurant. I feel like someone else might need these lucky leaves more than me right now.
That's very compassionate.
Tell the truth, I just don't want to get my hands dirty.
Sure, I believe you. Things are going well. I've really gotten to know them.
Show me what you got.
Let's raise now.
What's the holdup?
Heads up.
Thanks.
I'm on a roll. Let's go.
I'll take you on.
Now's our chance. No good.
What's the hold? Why no?
Hey, this truck sells vegetables.
Yeah, they do. I buy them here often, actually. Trust me, they are top-tier veggies.
So, they're fresh?
That's part of it. For example, check out the asparagus. Closed tips, all nearly identical. Or see, The daikon are hefty, but don't have too many pores. Stuff like that.
I get it. Makes sense you'd notice that as a chef.
I admit, I meticulously evaluate all my produce. But they're used to me here.
I bet any shop would feel honored to serve such a passionate customer.
That's not sarcasm, is it?
All right.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとう。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとう。
Giddy up.
Not bad.
Delicious.
Hey, not bad.
How the
Good
hell
stuff.
did I...
Delicious.
Hey,
that was one
not bad.
sexy dish.
そこの貴様私からのするべき
Well,
だ
let's get started.
What's the holdup?
来なよ
You're going down.
Let's do it.
You're going to regret this.
Something wrong?
ふざけないでください
Try to swap this. You asked for it. This'll be
Now we're talking.
What?
さあ来なさい
You want some?
Watch this
I won't hold back.
You're weak
Ready for the knockout?
Ready Get serious
Want some?
What's the point of it all?
Let's raise hell. Out of my way.
I'm on a roll.
Combo time.
Easy. Waste of my time.
And that's the end of it.
They didn't stand a chance.
Doing better than I thought.
Hell yeah
Strong. Oh, hey. I need to stop off for some cleaning supplies at the drugstore.
Spring cleaning or something?
No, I own a restaurant, remember? The floor tends to get pretty slippery.
Right. Ramen shops and places like that do tend to get fairly messy.
It's actually a huge pet peeve of mine. One time I was crossing the floor, both hands gripping full plates, and I nearly ate shit. But I pulled off a triple axel and managed to save the meal by the skin of my teeth. Ever since then, it's been my mission. The floors of my shop are squeaky clean. No way I'm wasting precious food over something dumb like tripping up.
Never would have guessed you'd be the one to slip up. But if it results in a cleaner floor, then I suppose all's well that ends well. Not to mention, I'd love to see you do your acrobatics in a restaurant. Things are going well.
Remember, stretching's important.
Oh, hey, they got Virtua Fighter.
You're into fighting games, Zhao?
Sure. I played the crap out of Virtua Fighter back in the day.
Yeah? Must have been a big shot at your local arcade, huh?
Not at all, honestly. I spent all my time playing it on the Dreamcast. And I got used to that controller. But arcade sticks are a whole different beast. So I always lost. I was kicking myself for not buying the arcade stick along with the game. Ever since then, you won't catch me dead without my tools and weapons. I'm so ready.
Seems life has a funny way of teaching us lessons. All right. Our bond's getting deeper.
A UFO or... No, just a plane. Oh well.
You disappointed?
Well, yeah. Who wouldn't want to meet an alien?
You have questions for them or something?
Oh, I'd ask something like, what are you into?
Sounds like you're on a blind date.
Damn, Kiryu-san. You always know just what to say. But I guess those questions should be prepped in advance. Interstellar diplomacy and all.
Definitely not something you'd find on my bucket list.
Ah, humor me a little. What would you ask an alien?
Me? How about, what do you do on your days off?
Guess it really is a blind date.
Things are going well.
Yeah, not bad.
Think I'll enjoy this.
Right.
Wanna play, do we?
Out of my way!
It's my turn.
You think you can win?
In for the kill!
You asked for
This'll
No begging for mercy now. Watch this. Hope this hurts.
Allow me.
Let's do it.
Nothing personal.
Ready?
Something wrong?
Yeah?
Let's do it.
I'm over here.
On. You're going down. Now we're talking.
Have fun with this.
Easy. Waste of my time.
We have a winner.
They didn't stand a chance.
Learning more every day.
Moving up in the world. Hell yeah.
Sweet. Strong.
You ever wonder why we click the tongs together when we're picking up bread at the store?
Oh, yeah, I do that too. Must be a subconscious thing. Maybe it's because we're excited for fresh baked bread or something.
Yeah, it's like cracking your knuckles before a fight. All part of the routine.
Ah, I get it now.
The bread thing wasn't clear enough?
Show me what you got.
Right.
Something wrong? Hora, Kuyo!
Out of my way!
Let's do it.
Just gonna stand there?
I'll take you on.
Try to block this!
Yeah? Okay. Have fun with this.
Here we go. Ready for the knockout? Ready?
You picked the wrong opponent. Whew! We should relish this moment. Okay.
There's a sharpness to your fighting style, Zhao. Your strike is like the flick of a wrist.
Think so? Oh, big honor coming from you, Kiryu-san. Maybe all my hard work's paid off.
Have you been doing some kind of specialized training?
Nope, just draining water from noodles.
That's it?
That's it. Draining ramen noodles takes a bit of finesse, believe it or not. The goal is to make quick, reflexive movements, and as few moves as possible. Too much waving your arms around screws with the noodle's delicate texture, and a snap of your wrist is key. So I guess it showed up in my fighting, too.
To think it all stems from something as wholesome as making noodles. What else is up your sleeve, Chef Zhao? All right. I've really gotten to know them. Let's dig it.
Real meal. You know, I love fast food, because you can get a good meal almost straight away. When hunger strikes, nothing beats it.
Well, if your mind and stomach can spare the time, a sit-down place can be fun too. Otherwise, every second feels like an eternity.
Speaking of sit-down places, I was out at lunch the other day and...
Sunny, you go out to eat?
I have a social life too, believe it or not.
Yeah, that's fair. I just couldn't imagine it is all. Sorry, go on.
Anyway, there was one of those spot the difference books next to the menu. I know they're for kids, but I was bored, so I opened it up. The puzzles were way harder than I thought. I wanted to finish it so badly, I completely forgot to eat. By the time I finished solving them all, it was dark out.
You're one of those customers, aren't you?
Okay, so I overdid it. But the restaurant puts them there to keep you entertained, right? Every place should have that.
Maybe. But if they only got customers like you, they probably wouldn't be in business too long, huh?
Thankfully, I don't think there's too many of those. Thanks for buying.
Oh,
That
great.
is certainly food.
ありがとうござい
もしもしよーい久しぶり今度そっち遊びに行こうと思ってるんだ
Can never get over the size of this burger.
Has to be giant to satisfy that dino.
Oh, I've seen a pumpkin about that big once. Around Halloween.
Huge produce like that's edible, but doesn't have much flavor. They're mostly bred for feeding livestock.
Huh. Maybe the dinosaur would like that too, then.
Maybe.
Except, isn't the dinosaur carnivorous? He's chasing a burger after all.
Ah!
But look, the burger's got tomato and lettuce. Maybe he's an omnivore?
Now I'm actually curious what this damn thing's hungry for.
Buddy, it's all plaster.
Should I open it? It opened.
I've got some more fighters.
Found it. Picture perfect.
いらっしゃい。ありがとうね。
After seeing the ocean in Hawaii, I have to admit, this river is dirty as piss.
I'm sure most things are by comparison.
Somehow, I think I like it more here.
I can understand that. Sometimes your messy bed's more comfortable than a 5-star hotel room.
Exactly. That's just the beauty of home, I guess.
Nan-chan, you can still do better than some polluted creek.
Ah, creek, sweet creek, I say. Great times here. Great memories. Yep. Keep the champagne. Fin sake for me.
You know what? Fine. Let me try some Fin sake next time.
Ha! I knew I'd reel you in someday. Fin sake for everybody.
Why the hell not?
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとう。
Ever try pudding from a convenience store? They're so rich and creamy these days.
Coming from an experienced chef, I believe you.
Actually, good food in general has gotten pretty easy to find. Means I better get my ass in the kitchen.
Huh. That's a winning attitude.
I just can't stand to lose. Well, it might just be easier to sell some of that store-bought pudding in the end.
I doubt you'd end up doing that. I'll bet you'll whip up something from scratch that blows that other stuff out of the water.
You know, that's what I like about you and Kasuga-kun.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing. Just thinking about a recipe for some mind-blowing almond jelly.
Things are going well. Our bond's getting deeper.
So, I was at a 100-yen store the other day, and I noticed things were getting kind of pricey. I took a closer look, and it turned out there were some 200-yen items mixed in.
Oh yeah, that's how they get you. Nothing more embarrassing than coming up short at the register.
I'm not that down and out, you know.
So? Did you sue the store or what?
What? No, that would be insane. It would have been on me for not looking. Plus, 200 yen stuff's typically better quality, so the glue gun set I picked up was more than worth it.
Gotta love a nice glue gun. I use mine all the time for DIY stuff.
She really got your attention with that, huh?
I'm sorry, did you say glue gun?
It's a hot glue dispenser shaped like a gun. You use it for crafts and hobbies and junk.
Don't know why you need a gun for that, but all right. You'll have to show me sometime, Psycho.
And another do-it-yourselfer is born.
Think I'll enjoy this.
I'm on a roll. Let's go.
Something wrong?
Try to block this.
You asked for it.
This will
Let's fight.
You want some?
Out of my way! Now we're talking.
I'll take you on.
Watch this. Hope this hurts.
Follow my lead.
Take this.
You're going to regret this.
You're weak.
In for the kill.
This will time to shine. You go down.
What's the holdup?
What? No begging for mercy now. Have fun with this. Hope this hurts.
I won't hold back.
Wanna play Louie?
Nothing personal.
Let's finish this!
Let's raise hell!
And that's the end
You
of it.
picked the wrong opponent.
Doing better than learning more every day.
Moving up in the world.
There's more where this came from.
Yes!
I've got some more fight in me.
Good old photography. Actually, I used to be really into taking pictures.
And you're not anymore?
Well, in the past, I would snap pics of everything around me. But one day, I realized I just couldn't find any more inspiration. Maybe I'd seen it all. There was this emptiness. Like I had already captured every corner of my own tiny world. But I was just a kid back then. So the memories aren't very sharp.
So even as a kid, you felt your world was small.
Damn. When you put it that way, it sounds like I was a real brat, huh?
Well, if you feel like you've broadened your horizons, maybe give that camera another try. See if anything new's inspired you.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
All right. I've really gotten to know them.
I could make this work. Oh, I'm in love with it. First impressions are key.
Ordering food with touchscreens now? Tech's come far.
Mm-hmm. When I was a kid, video calls were like crazy sci-fi. Now any phone can do them.
Hey, my Dreamcast did video calls decades ago.
Gamer alert.
Of course the Liamung Prince would have the fanciest toys.
They weren't that expensive.
If tech keeps advancing, think we'll get time machines?
If you could time travel, what would you do first?
Probably go back and tell myself not to eat those weeds. That week was hell on earth. Ugh, never eat what you find on the street.
Uh-huh, say no more.
Really? Time travel and that's all you'd do?
Why? What would you use it for then?
Me? I'm not really sure. Wait a second. Did I leave the gas on at home? Oh, with a time machine, I could go back and check.
That's your answer?
Couldn't you just walk home and see?
There's a pretty rad pawn shop nearby. Always got a ton of great finds. Been a while since I stopped by. Maybe I'll go poke my head in.
I didn't realize there was a pawn shop around here.
Go figure, right? It was actually a hoarder's house, originally. But once it got cleaned up, turns out it was full of treasures. I bought some of the bowls for my shop.
So, the bowls at your restaurant are secondhand?
Yep, a total steal.
Things are going well. Our bond's getting deeper.
Passing by this arcade always brings back sour memories.
Something bad happened here?
One day, on a whim, I tried out this capsule machine selling pocket plants.
Plans? Guess they'll turn anything into collectibles these days.
Yeah, well, I ended up getting 5 of the 6 possible items, with no dupes, all in a row. I was on this winning streak, so I figured I'll pull again, just to snag the whole collection. But it was like the last one was actively dodging. In the end, I spent like 7,000 yen. My arm was practically jelly from pulling that crank.
Sounds like the machine got you good.
But you know, when I finally scored that full set, it felt like the stars aligned.
Must have been a big relief. What type of plant was in the last one?
Just your everyday Japanese spruce.
Huh. Congrats. All right. Complete.
Say, Kiryu-san, you up for a trip to the arcade?
An arcade? Sure. You have something in mind?
Not in particular. I just got the urge to play a few games with you, that's all.
Out of nowhere, huh? All right. This brings back memories.
Oh, good to see you, Kiryu. Are you set? I'd like to take you somewhere. I assume you're ready to go?
I'm prepared.
Good. As it happens, there are a few familiar faces visiting Ijincho at the moment.
I suppose that's pure coincidence?
Would you believe I didn't invite them? The Seiryu clan did. To prepare for the dissolution, Ebina has been in touch with regional families across Japan. These two have come to answer his call, all the way from Hiroshima. Onomichi, actually.
Onomichi?
A Yomei Alliance subsidiary, the Hirose families Tagashira and Matsunaga, here in Ijincho right now.
Tagashira. Matsunaga.
They're here to investigate the Seiryu for themselves. Unfortunately, Captain Nagumo couldn't make it.
Investigate, you said?
If Ebina's dissolution succeeds, every yakuza group in the country will feel its effects. No matter where they're located, no family can ignore Yokohama right now. So, Tagashira and Matsunaga are here to survey and report back on behalf of the Yomei.
Wow. They're representing all of Hiroshima, that means.
The Hirose family might have started small, but they've been making a name for themselves. Many would credit their old patriarch Toru for that. He died doing wet work for the former Yomei chairman. He died loyally. As such, he left behind a family worthy of respect. They report directly to the chairman now. Which means your boys are officers of the main family. They're trusted with a lot these days.
I see. How about that?
What's wrong? You've got that look on your face. You don't want to see him?
It isn't that. Not exactly. I'm worried how they'd react if they knew I survived.
Why? Think they'd take it poorly?
The Hirose family was small, but they were as tight-knit as any family I've seen. As soon as I entered their lives, that all changed. And Hirose's death was a direct consequence of that. If I'd never set foot in Hiroshima, Tagashira and the others might still have their boss. I never apologized to them. In fact, I took the easy way out by going into hiding. How could I ever show my face to them again?
Who said you'd show your face? Hang back, just like with Kazuki and everyone. Hear Tagashira himself say what they think of you. Honestly, you should get how this works by now.
Maybe so.
Remember, Hiroshima is part of your legacy. The last heroic stand of Kazuma Kiryu. Tagashira and Matsunaga saw history made there. Don't you find the prospect intriguing? Hearing their thoughts on your final moments?
That's a sad way of putting it. You make it sound like I'm some voyeur.
Either way, the timing of their Ijincho trip is perfect for us. Don't question serendipity. They're drinking at a bar nearby right now. Let's not miss them. See them there, Kiryu? Those are your boys.
Yeah. It's like they haven't changed at all. Same as when we met. Well, not completely. It's strange seeing them with subordinates of their own.
shit's sake. How long they gonna make us wait? Came all the way to Yokohama for this?
They're treating us like dirt here. Supposed to be honored guests. Seiryu hospitality, my ass. We're Hiroshiman dignitaries for crying out loud.
Doesn't seem like they're in a good mood.
Are they that pissed off that a girl hasn't sat down with them yet? Really?
Not sure. Hard to tell from just eavesdropping.
Right then. I'll take it from here. Let's get a better look at these big shots, huh?
Date-san, what are you doing?
The Daidoji faction doesn't own me, in case you've forgotten. I can say hi to whomever I want.
Date-san! Damn it.
And just who might you be?
Tokyo Metropolitan Detective Makoto Date. Are you two familiar with me?
We look like guys with lots of cop friends? Go polish your badge. Should warn you, these two pups ain't housebroken. Any closer and they might bite you.
Hey, calm down. There's no need to be a prick.
The hell? You got your head screwed on wrong? Or you just want to die, old man?
Whoa, hold a second, Tagashira. Tokyo detective named Date, he said. Kiryu Aniki had a buddy called that, right?
Huh? Now that you mention it, wait. So then what's he doing here?
You're Hirose, Tagashira and Matsunaga, correct? Be happy to buy you boys a drink. I'm off duty, not looking to bust anyone. Just want some company. Same as you two, from what I can see.
Yeah, well, the girls here ain't exactly swarming us.
You sure about this, Aniki? I mean, knocking them back with the fuzz?
You heard him. Man's off duty right now. We're just three assholes, no titles and nothing. This way, we never drank with the enemy team. Yeah, that's what you're saying, right, Dante-san?
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, all right then. Matsunaga Aniki says you can buy his drinks. You can buy his drinks.
Good, I appreciate it. Let me ask you both something. You sounded pretty pissed off before. Why was that? It's never just because of the girls.
Nah, it wasn't about that. Yokohama's a long trip for us, and we're being treated like hicks. There's ex-yakuza all over town, and they're eyeing us like we got a disease.
The Seiryu clan sure as hell not offering to cut us into anything worth a damn. Why even invite us? Too worried about their own profits taking a hit.
I mean, look around. They're scoping us out from every angle. They all stare, but nobody says as much as hello.
Wait a second. You mean everyone here is yakuza?
Eugene sure has got ex-Tojo and Omi guys crawling around like roaches right now. We're doing fine for ourselves out west in Hiroshima. Only came by to be courteous.
What he means is the Yomei Alliance asked us directly, and we followed orders.
I wonder, is your table so barren because they're trying to ice you out?
Maybe women around here are smart enough not to drink with a couple of small-town bumfucks.
Say that again, asshole!
Whatever it is you're looking for here, you're not gonna find it. So screw off.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Big talk from men that what got dissolved, huh? You bastards really want to throw down, huh?
Go ahead! Nobody cut our family's balls off!
Whoa, Hiroshima thugs are all tough, right? I'm sure we can take them. Catch the next train home, fuckers! Or we'll punch your ticket for you!
Huh? Who the hell's that?
Hey, you need to stay back, damn it. Kiryu...
Huh?
Kiryuin.
Kiryuin? Date-san, you know this guy?
Oh, no. I mean, maybe.
Hiroshiman dignitaries should know better than to disrespect the cities they visit. This is how blood starts running.
What's your deal?
We'll handle this from here. Right, Date-senpai?
Yes, of course. This is my junior partner, Kiryuin. Okay, everything's settled? You two leave while you can.
You're out of your mind. This ain't no one's fight but ours.
Damn it, stop. You're in enough crap already. Stay back.
Ready if you are. Let's raise hell.
Get serious. You out of there?
You're going down.
You're going to regret this. In for the kill! You asked for it. This'll do.
Now we're talking.
Something wrong?
Just gonna stand there?
Follow my lead.
You time to shine. You're weak. Say goodnight. Too easy.
You picked the wrong opponent.
Strong.
Yes!
Ain't this a story from back home? Who knew a junior detective could throw haymakers like that? Only out here would you find a cop stronger than a yakuza.
Stronger. He's good, but I wouldn't go that far. Yeah, I get it now, though. No wonder Tokyo PD got these city yakuza neutered so bad, huh? Right, champ?
Sorry about him. He doesn't say much.
That's a good quality in people. Strong and silent. Actually, it reminds me of a guy we knew.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking the same thing. Kiryanaki. Same kind of mojo.
Oh?
Exactly. Something about this quiet son of a gun reminds me so much of him.
Huh. Is that so? I'm not sure. After all, I've known Kiryu much longer than you two would have. No offense, but he's much cooler than this one.
No, you know what? That's a very good point. I mean, look at him. The guy, sure, look at this guy. I mean, Kiryanaki was way more badass.
Okay, probably so.
Although, strange how alike your names are. Kiryu, Kiryuin, right?
Both names sound tough, I'd say. Except Kazuma Kiryu. Whew! Man, that name's just on another level for us. From the moment we first met him, he redefined what the yakuza meant.
That he did.
Oh. What did he do for you? Was it even a change for the better, do you think?
Well, that's hard to say. Kiryu Aniki guided us through dark times. Our patriarch Hirose died. So did Chairman Kurusu. Onomichi's big secret came out, and it's still getting attention. And then, the man we took as our Aniki got killed. Could have asked him so much more. Just stormed in one day and fixed up messes. Like pulling up every rotten weed that's sprung since World War II. Now, the police say that Kazuma Kiryu took all the other mysteries with him to his grave. But that's gotta be a load of bull. They gotta know more than they're telling us.
Plus, all the big shot politicians got their asses saved by the cover-up. Those, Daidoji, what do you call them? Of course, they're the reason the Ome Alliance made us a direct subsidiary.
I guess the Hirose family came out all the better thanks to Kiryu Aniki at the end of the day. Nowadays, we got way more prestige. The Onomichi locals tease us about it, though.
I think that's a good thing. Huh? Wouldn't you agree?
But putting all that aside, there's something about the whole thing that still hurts.
Yeah, you got that right.
What is it, if I may ask?
The Hirose family's down to just 3 proper members between Captain Nagumo and us. Our youngest officer was named Yuta, and he's off in Okinawa living his dream life. Good for him. But his yakuza just feels like things are never gonna be as good as they were then. Kiryu Aniki inspired us to heights we never imagined ourselves in.
Seriously, Kazuma Kiryu's final battle, and we were there to see it. Hiroshima woke up for one big, incredible moment. Then went back to being the same old sleepy town as it ever was. Just empty and tired.
Helps knowing Patriarch Hirose would have wanted it that way. Plus, he got to spend his last minutes fighting Kazuma Kiryu with everything he had. When he died, it looked like he was at peace.
Yeah, I will never forget that.
For the old man, part of it must have been finally not having to do Takeru Kurusu's dirty work anymore. Even still, he was a model yakuza, and he died a yakuza's death.
More and more, I've been getting into dumbass fights like that one. Just looking to cash my chips in.
If you two hadn't stopped us, we might have died bleeding out in this cheap hostess bar.
Now that's a yakuza's death.
Just a red stain on a tacky carpet. A long ways from home. How the hell did it get this bad without us even noticing? Between Hirose-san and Kiryu Aniki, all we talk about anymore is the ones we lost. Same old shit every day, over and over. They could see us right now, they'd be ashamed. And you know what? It was seeing Kiryuin-san fight just now that made me realize it.
Say that again.
Funny how little things like that can open your eyes. What's going on now? Are you leaving? I'm still buying. No need to quit early.
That's all right. We're headed home. Seiryu clan's been investigated by us enough, I'd say. Right now, all I want is to tell Captain Nagumo everything that happened here tonight.
Oh, what will you say to him?
That over in Engine show, we finally met someone Kuryaniki might have seen something in.
Hmm?
Now, Cap will never believe us, not in a million years. He'll say we're drunk and stupid. But I'm gonna tell him, even if it shouldn't have been possible, I saw what I saw tonight.
So did I.
Oh, well, that's great. All right, I won't keep you any longer.
In that case, let me say one last thing to you both. The Seiryu clan's plot, all these yakuza amassing underneath them, they can't be trusted. Hiroshima needs to stay as far out of this as it can.
With respect and all, no shit, Detective. That Ebina's a smooth-talking swindler, but the Yomei Alliance ain't dumb enough to fall for it. Hiroshima will steer clear of the conflict. Promise you that.
Of course, Kiryu-san. Your advice is appreciated. We're bidding Yokohama farewell now, if that's all right.
Okay. Nice meeting you.
It's good to see you, Kiryu-san.
Maybe I'm crazy, but I get the feeling they might have figured you out.
Maybe they did.
Sheesh. If your boys ended up in that brawl, it could have painted a target on the entire Yomei Alliance. And to avoid getting sucked into war, easiest thing would be to cut off the Hirose family and be done with it.
Yeah.
That said, it was reckless of you to jump in there. Don't come crying to me if you get busted.
Do you think I'm blaming you? I'm very grateful. If not for your initiative, I never would have spoken to those two again. Back in Hiroshima, I made a mess of things, and I left without fixing them. I didn't deserve to know what happened next. But I was always curious.
And I'm glad we did what we did.
Thanks for the drinks. I'll see you again.
Till then, good night, Kiryu.
Are you tired?
Hey, Joe.
Ah, hey there, Kiryu-san.
Someone's been knocking him back. You know, I still haven't had a drink with you yet. Mind if I sit here?
Of course not. Be my guest. Some one-on-one time with Kiryu-san, huh? Kinda making me a little nervous here.
And I guess you've already got a good buzz going. Been a while since you stepped down as a leader of the Liumang, hasn't it?
Yep. Now I'm just a regular old civilian. Trying to be one, at least.
Right. I imagine other people might not see it that way.
It's been a solid 15 years since you quit the business, right? But people still call you Kiryu-san. The fourth chairman and the Dragon of Dojima.
Yeah. There's no running from your past. Guess we're both struggling on that front.
But at least I've got it a bit easier than you. My name's only good round here in Ijincho.
Do you ever regret giving it all up? Your father passed you the mantle, right?
Well, Liumang was tearing itself apart from the inside out back then. Thanks to Ryo Aoki and the Omi Alliance. A good lot of them stabbed me in the back. Some of the old heads included. We had no choice but to rebuild from the ground up. Obviously, somebody has to take responsibility for all that. And, well, who else better than the guy up top? Since Komijo was literally going up in smoke, too, Ijincho's entire gray zone was in danger. Having Sun-hee take the wheel was the best choice, so no. I don't regret my decision.
I see.
By bringing the Liumang and Komijo together, Sun-hee managed to save a lot of lives. That had to be a ton of hard work. I can't possibly thank her enough for all she's done.
I'm impressed you're so honest about it.
Gotta say, it hits different when you're the one dishing out praise, Kiryu-san. Kasuga-kun's got away with words, but you're not too bad yourself.
Thanks.
Kiryu-san, you're a dead man walking, aren't you? So you can't pay your family or friends a little visit?
That's right.
Are you sure you should be talking to me, then?
The Daidoji probably think that this will all work out in their favor. So they'll turn a blind eye.
All right, then. You think it'd be cool if you came over to my place?
Your place?
I own a Chinese restaurant, see? An old little hole in the wall, but it's mine. Sometimes I cook the food myself. Scratch that. Not sometimes. I cook pretty much every day.
From the top of the liumang to the head of the kitchen.
I've always loved cooking. You'd catch me in the kitchen even during my liumang days. A lot of my guys like to eat whatever I whipped up to.
You ever consider that it was hard for them to tell the boss his food sucks?
Oh, so that's how you want to play. Guess now I've just gotta invite you to my restaurant then.
Must be nice to run a business doing what you love. Sounds pretty rewarding, too.
Sure is. And I'd be more than happy to serve you up a meal anytime.
That's some confidence you've got there. I look forward to it. How about another round?
Fine by me. But you should take it easy. Wouldn't want you to keel over before you get a taste of my cooking.
Fine. Whatever you say. Barkeep.
Hard to believe you're a sick man. Barkeep, hit me with another two.
That's the spirit. Hey, what's with the face?
Huh? Oh, hey, Kiryu-san. Something's been bugging me, actually.
That right?
Yep. Mind hearing me out? Can't say it'll be much fun, though.
I'm all ears.
I was checking out this food blog earlier. They review bars and other joints here in Ijincho. Of course, that means they hit up my place, too.
Sounds like they rubbed you the wrong way.
Well, yeah. They wrote a bunch of crap about how the food sucks, how the employees are rude, how the place is a stinking mess. And it's not a one-time deal either. They've been writing about my place for days.
You're saying these are fake reviews?
What else could they be? I take pride in my cooking. Sure, my place might be a little old, but I keep it spotless. Man, even thinking about all this just pisses me off.
Can't be fun to deal with.
Yeah, trust me, it's not. Still trying to figure out how to handle this. Should I leave it alone, or do I do something about it? Maybe we should have talked about something else.
I wonder who they really are. Why do they get to remain anonymous when they're writing something awful like that?
Not very fair now, is it? I'm also itching to find out what kind of person posted that. I get that everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but this just doesn't sit well with me.
Has that blog started to affect your business?
Nah. Sales is more or less the same as ever, as far as I know. My place gets lots of regulars. I think the customers who do follow blogs are usually the first-timers.
Makes sense. And all that's left to consider is how you feel about this whole situation.
Yep, guess so. And I think I've got an idea who that blogger is.
Oh, yeah?
Right before that blog posted, I got into a nasty little spat with a customer. Never seen him before in my life.
How'd that happen?
Well, considering my previous occupation, I get a lot of customers with some real heavy baggage. So I don't let people take any pictures or videos once they're inside. Even got signs saying so. But that guy didn't give a shit.
And there's no way you didn't call him out.
Damn right. I went up to him and I told him, please refrain from filming inside the restaurant. Honestly, I wouldn't have cared if it was just him there, but the place was pretty packed at the time. And that just got him all riled up. How dare you speak to a customer like that? And things just went downhill from there. He flung his chopsticks at his bowl and stormed out, screeching, "See if I ever come back here again!" The day after that, someone posted on their blog talking shit about my restaurant. I figure it's probably the same guy.
I think I need more evidence before jumping to conclusions.
Fair enough. But it's also hard to believe those two events happening one after the other was pure coincidence.
So, what's your plan? If that customer's the same person behind the blog post, are you going to confront him?
I'm not gonna go that far. I'm just a regular civilian now, a humble chef.
Considering how proud you are of your cooking, you're taking this pretty well.
Yep, I think so too. It's like, once I get heated, it's hard for me to hold back.
This guy. What happened to being a regular civilian? Guess I'll have myself another drink. Alcohol's not a bad distraction.
I'm with you there. Sorry for making you sit through that nonsense.
Just glad you're feeling better. What's up, Xiao? More bad press for your restaurant?
Not this time. Got a message from the Liumang boys. Said they wanted to tell me something.
But didn't you leave the Liumang?
Yeah, I did. But they still try to contact me. Mind if I complain for a bit?
So, what they want?
You remember the blog I mentioned last time? The one talking trash about my place.
Right. Might be the same guy that gave you trouble.
Yep. Those Liumang boys are using whatever means possible to hunt him down. They're hell-bent on catching him, saying stuff like, he can't go around starting shit and running away like that. And if they do find him, things might get real messy.
But you're not the one ordering them around, right?
No, of course not.
Which means these young guns are causing a racket because someone's giving their old boss a hard time.
Yep. Honor's just as big a deal as life and death down in the underworld. Not that you need me to tell you that.
Let's just wait and see what happens next. You don't need to help that blogger out.
So, I should play ignorant and wait for the boys to get their revenge?
Doesn't sound great when you put it that way. Guess that's not an option. Not in this kind of situation. So, how many of these guys are we talking about?
A lot of them, but probably no more than 50.
That's still no joke.
But there's only 4 guys at the core of the whole shebang. They used to hang around me back when I was the leader, called themselves the 4 Beasts.
Sort of like your personal guard.
They were kind of adorable in a way, but feisty. Got a tendency to take things a little too far. They're the ones who were really pissed off with this blogger, so I gotta tighten the leash.
Must be tough on you. They're not gonna leave you alone so long as they keep you on that pedestal.
Yeah, like you're one to talk, Kiryu-san. What's going on with me can't even compare to what the Dragon of Dojima goes through. But I guess the two of us are in the same boat. I mean, who else can relate to this kind of stuff?
No wonder I like drinking with you. We can both complain about the same things.
Guess the two of us make a perfect match. Best we stay on each other's good side, then.
We're doing well so far.
But seriously, Kiryu-san, you always look like you're trying to shoulder everything yourself. Hell, you even were quick to accept the fact that your time's been cut short.
Not really. I've spent plenty of time thinking about it.
You don't gotta lie down and take it. You could still try to fight back, you know. Survive. Looks to me like you're putting on an act. Because you're supposed to be a legend.
Where is this coming from?
Just something that's been on my mind. We've gotten pretty chummy, haven't we? Close enough for me to air out all my stupid complaints to you. Figured I could come out and say it by now. Or, did I cross the line there?
You're fine. I'll keep that in mind. After all, it's good advice from a good drinking buddy.
Awesome. Made all these drinks worth it. Man, you are one legendary pain in the ass.
Didn't think the drinks would hit so hard today.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Welcome. Hey.
Like eye drops from 2 stories up. Let it...
Hello?
Dante here, Kiryu. If you have time, come to Harbor Light, will you?
Sure, understood. I'll be there.
Like eye drops from 2 stories up. Let it be from about here, right?
Come on, that's just a way of saying something's not gonna happen.
With no wind, I think it could be done.
Kiryu-san, seriously?
How high up is the 2nd floor? 3 meters or so?
Doesn't that sound doable?
You seem confident in your eye drop catching skills, Kiryu-san.
Put me to the test. Nanba, how's your eye drop accuracy?
Huh? We're doing this?
So, Kiryu-san just stands on the ground floor with his eyes open?
Damn it, Nanba, how'd you end up with the fun part? Psycho, we could beat them at this. Go downstairs and hold your eyelids apart.
Please, no.
I actually slept well last night.